In Philippine news today, a 5.7 and 5.4 earthquake have occurred. Many of us in Cebu City felt the one in Leyte, and another one just occurred off the coast of Mindanao. I'll get into the details as well as introduce you to a couple free apps that you might be interested in. This is Earthquakes 3D, which is a free download, and you can also get Volcanoes and Earthquakes app. I was making this video about the 5.8 earthquake over in Leyte, and another one happened just off the north or southwest side of Mindanao. So we'll get into that a little bit later as well. Philippine news today. We've had an earthquake over on Leyte that we have felt it. Many reports of feeling it here in Cebu City. I felt it. I felt, I think, about five earthquakes, very minor earthquakes, but I've felt five in the last 9 years here in Cebu City. I'm over on volcanodiscovery.com, and they've got an app for Android as well as Apple. It's called Volcanoes and Earthquakes, worth downloading. And here's today list and maps of the 20 largest earthquakes during the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about this earthquake specifically and a little bit more general about earthquakes. Anyway, largest 20 earthquakes on this day, January 23rd, here. And you'll notice here's the one in the Philippines right there, 5.7. The largest of the bunch. But let's look around a little bit. 4.8 up here in Japan, 4.9 in looks like close to Taiwan, 4.8, 5.0. They don't list that one. 5.1, 4.8, 4.8. Interesting. All around the world, they're all very close to the same size, except for the larger one here in the Philippines. Now, there are a number of people and groups and scientists who attempt to forecast accurately, and the science is getting a little bit better over the years, based on number of things. Some people look at the alignment of the planets, and I think that we have several planet alignments right now. There was an article the other day that we should be on an earthquake watch because of all the whatever you call it, gravity from the various planets when they line up creates huge changes on Earth. Just even the gravity from the moon affects our tides in the oceans. But anyway, let's get into more of the details here. And I did make a report here. Happened about 7:39 a.m. here. And let's get more information. Liloan, there's a Liloan Cebu. That's not this Liloan. This is Liloan Leyte, and these are the number of reports. This is the reported intensity chart up here, and most of them are down in the low. And here's the epicenter over here, 5.7, 9-kilometer depth. What, that would be about 4 miles deep, I think, something like that. And according to this, 200 kilometers, we're right around 200 kilometers, less than 100 miles away, I think, something like that. And another chart here. There's a lot of different information, kind of showing you the strength as it goes out. And the reports, they've even got reports up here in Samar, and not that far away, and right over here. They even had some reports over on Negros, which really surprised me a bit. No fatalities that we know of. Another chart, and here again, Cebu City is over here, and it happened off the east coast of Leyte. They felt it down here, Surigao City. In fact, Surigao City had an earthquake, or Surigao Island over here. They had a reasonably large earthquake here in the last few days, I believe. Big surfing area over here. They get some big waves come in here. People come from all over the world to surf over here. Quake possibly felt by 16.1 million people. Approximately 600,000 people were in areas with moderate shaking intensity. I'm over at a site called Earthquake 3D, Earthquake 3D live feed on my laptop, and gives you an idea what's going on. The higher these little circles are up above the Earth, the deeper the earthquake is. All right, I went ahead and I downloaded the free version, and I will be upgrading $20 for the pro version. Even though you get a lot, you get a lot of information with the free version. Anyway, you can Quakes, you can set up how you want it to look a number of different ways, and it's something I'm going to take me time to learn this. But and then the globe, how you want to see it. What happens if I put borders in here? All right, that's interesting enough. Anyway, we're looking at the Pacific Ocean over here and the Philippines. And this black background, um, Earth. All right, that's a little bit better. And I've got age, I've got it set for less than a day, so it's not showing very much up here. But here's the 5.7 that happened in, and I can zoom in. I can zoom into that in Leyte, the Philippines, Central Visayas area. And these lines, these red lines, are the various major fault lines. See what's going on. 4-7 over here. And what I understand, the higher these flags are, the deeper into the earth the earthquake is. So anyway, let's go out here. And so yeah, I can go, let's go a couple of days, and you can see it populates very quickly. Just 2 days there, and yeah, it gets a little bit messy. I'm learning how to try to stop this thing from moving. You can adjust the speed apparently, and you've got a number. And I can take the rings out of there. I can take the rings out of there, and it gives me a little bit easier to see I think you got to get to about a 3 before you start feeling it if it's happening very near you. So we'll go up to about a 4 and see what's going on. So what's going on around the world with earthquakes? Yeah, a week or two ago, things were pretty active over here, and even up in Alaska, the Aleutian Islands up here. I hit that button, brings me over to USGS. On these red lines are the major fault lines, and the Philippines. What do we have here? 5.4. And when did that happen? Just happened, just a few minutes ago. 5.4. See if we can zoom in here. Off the coast of Mindanao. So that just happened. And up here, Cebu Island right here, Bohol Island, Negros Island, Panay Island, and Surigao. This is Mindanao, the large island of Mindanao over here. So it happened in southwest Mindanao, kind of a no-go zone for foreigners. The Islamic terrorists kind of are active apparently in that part of the world. And here's it shows over here 5.4 off the coast of Surigao Island. There's a Surigao City up here, and I'm sure I get their pronunciations wrong, but Surigao and Siargao, something like that. Anyway, this one here is 5.7 in Laloan, close to Laloan, off the coast there. And I think we can, there again, Zamboanga Peninsula, no-go zone for foreigners, so you don't want to be messing around down there. You're familiar with the, here a few months ago, the American that was kidnapped and killed down there. And here we have There again, Bohol, Leyte, and I felt it over here in Cebu Island. Many of us did over here in Cebu Island. I hit the refresh button over here, and that new earthquake over in Mindanao showed up right over here. And there I just marked islands over here, so that gave me better resolution right there. Possibly more to come with the alignment of the planets. Yeah, you can zoom in and out, and yeah, get an idea what's going on. Let's put the circles, the rings back there, and yeah, the higher these are, the deeper they are in the Earth. 5.4, the green one, I think that's the new one. The newer one apparently show up in green, possibly. I'm guessing. Anyway, there you have it. Earthquake 3D free edition. My observation, 9 years in the Philippines, is that it's usually the 2 to 4 story older buildings that might collapse or partially collapse, have issues during some of these 5 to 6 plus level earthquakes. That's my observation. Various parts, Davao City happened many years ago. And that the tall condominiums, I have a number of people say, oh, I'd never, because of earthquakes, I would never live in something like that, and because of fires. And yet these are built, I'm told by my many realtors, to withstand 8.2. Well, that maybe not. 8.2 is pretty major, and the 7.2 that happened near Cebu Island, over on Bohol Island, did a little bit of damage. Not a lot, but did a little bit of damage. Did some damage to the I think Mandawi City Civic Center, and that is now being demolished. Something else going to be built in its place. Uh, a few cracks in the building that I'm living in now. I did, that was 2013. I did not experience that larger earthquake, but did cause some cracks. Did feel the earthquake, so there was a gentle movement. Is it enough to create some cracks? Possibly. We have. I guess, the earthquake today that we felt, very mild, but during what, 2021 December 16th, Super Typhoon Odette was swaying the building more so than this earthquake. Put it that way. Not a lot, but enough where our lights were swinging a little bit, were moving. And that because there's no flexible caulking between our large tiles on our floor, it had the effect of some of those tiles have cracked now. And with proper, better underlayment and flexible caulking, or whatever you call it, between tiles, could have probably prevented some of that. Anyway, I would certainly consider those types of risk factors as if I was building and or buying in the Philippines, or any place in the world for that matter. So anyway, there you have it. Thanks for watching. Safe travels. See you in the next video.